channel. Bookdown #7.
Bruh.
More than 9 years after it was first released, Stranger Things has finally come to an end. I have progressively reviewed every episode of the series so far, with videos in the last few days, and it's time to dissect the finale. You can go ahead and watch those videos on my channel if you want. This episode is probably the one which could have made or broken the show's legacy. It didn't, at least in the general public's opinion. Curiously, though, it has a runtime smaller than season 4's finale, a questionable decision, and the epilogue is very long, covering more than 1/3 of the episode, but also kind of small at the same time, as it doesn't conclude the storylines of mildly important characters like Murray, Vicky, Dr. K, or even Susie. The action sequences are nicely done, but kind of unrealistic and at times feel rushed. The final fight makes for a visually pleasing sequence, and Vecna gets killed a bit too easy, I'll say. Also, the fact that Steve, Nancy, and Hopper could have easily been killed in different situations, but the writers didn't proceed with it is disappointing. I mean, they surely have the guts to do it, so why only kill the two superpowered people, one of them hated by fans, I might say, who are expected to die? This brings me to my next point, Elle's sacrifice. It looks like she survived if we look at the minor details, and this is disappointing. They prepared us for this for so long, and they make her escape. Wow. I like the callback with the waterfalls though. Even if she is dead, in fact, they just prolonged the suicide storyline far too long, and it got very repetitive and boring. The young kids escaped from Vecna and actually got a decent ending, even if the action sequences in Henry's mind are average. Also, Jamie Campbell Power's performance in that sequence might be any worthy, we'll see. Max and Lucas also got a happy ending, a deserved one, and so did Will, Dustin, and the now adult quartet of Steve, Jonathan, Nancy, and Robin. Jonathan and Steve letting Nancy go is actually realistic and shows how they really can be just friends. Hopper proposing to Joyce is a classic bit of romantic antics added, and I think they deserve to have a spin-off. Mike, however, has a bittersweet ending, believing Elle's alive and well, and that last D&D game makes for a semi-emotional ending at least. I personally think that, of all the people, Hopper and Joyce had the best ending. Hopper recovering from that weird mind trick by Vecna and from his second loss is nice. And Max and Lucas also had a nice ending, and they could also get Netflix some more money with a spin-off. I predicted these two couples having a happy ending, along with Mike and Elle. I mean, if Elle survived, then I was kinda right, because it was the best for her. Again, through lazy predictable writing, the show has been hurt, and I'll only give the episode a 7.6. Still, it's better than most episodes. As a whole, Stranger Things has seemed like an interesting show, but hurt by the previously mentioned factors. It is still immensely popular, and with Tales from 85 coming this year, I don't think it's over. I still think they will make spin offs, and, as I said in my latest video, I believe the show itself will continue after Harry Potter ends, so Netflix can take more money from our pockets. To sum up the series, I'll say it was something sometimes very good, regularly between good and average, and sometimes really shit. With that said, thank you for watching, like and subscribe. Happy New Year, and goodbye.